Hey guys, it's me solo. As you can tell, I am not in my backyard or my driveway. I am in the gym. I just couldn't stay out. Cabin fever got to me and I just came here to get some more work done and shoot you this video. I ended the last video with talking about lines and angles and all that good stuff. And I want to make sure that you understand exactly what I'm talking about when we do that and how to see it happening live. But before we can get to that point, you have to know what you're looking for. So one of the first drills that I did when I was my younger days of boxing was a box drill, okay? And basically, you can just put any 4 points, just make a box on the ground. If you have objects like some cups or some shoes or whatever the situation is, you can go ahead and do that. And you can make any size box you want. So my 4 points are just gonna be here. I'm just gonna visualize it, okay? So what I do is I start from my center position, wherever I'm at. I start from the center. And I visualize me being literally in a box. And I walk up to that line. Now my front foot should be on that line, right? And then I'm gonna take 3 steps to my right, push me off my back leg. Again, any direction I go, whether it be towards my lead side or my rear side, that side follows. So I'm gonna go towards my right. I'm gonna take 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. This is the first part of my box, the first corner. And then I just go back, 3 steps back, and then 3 steps over, and then 3 steps forward. And I should be back in line with the box. Now this box drill is important because it's gonna teach you how to move your feet without overcommitting your feet. And that's huge, even at the highest levels. You got some of my guys in the UFC, or get into the UFC, to some of my amateurs who are getting ready for the first fight. They can still tend to over-move their feet, okay? And we don't want that. So the better you can get around this box in the same amount of steps, it's a good indicator on your ability to move your feet the same distance consistently, okay? So let's say we make that first box. Now I'm back here, okay? You ever play strikeout? If you guys ever played strikeout, go put an X on the wall and then have someone pitch you. You gotta love baseball. Not too many people love baseball these days. You guys are crazy, okay? So you're basically gonna put a box on the wall, because I love baseball. You're gonna put a box on the floor, okay? And what you're gonna do, the next drill you're gonna do inside that box is you're gonna cut your 45 lines. Now, how do I move? How do I get from this point of the box to that corner over there? Well, I can't just turn my hips this way because my opponent's always gonna be in front of you. Your opponent should always be in front of you. If you like going shooting or something, keep that lollipop. You know what I'm talking about, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, again, because I'm going towards my power side, I'm going towards my lead side, that foot is going to move first. And I'm gonna take this foot and I'm gonna bring it back slightly. And then my back foot goes straight back, okay? And this goes down, back, down, back, down, back, down, back, down, back, down, back. And it puts me in that corner. And this whole time my hips are all squared towards my opponent. I don't have to change much. I'm in control of my lines and my angles. So it's like what we call cutting off. I just cut the box in half and now I'm here. Well, how do I get back, you say? Not a problem, I can tell you. Okay, it's the opposite way. My, what side is this? My power side goes up towards that corner and my lead side makes the adjustment. And that's all I'm doing, is making this little adjustment. Now this looks funny and it doesn't look like much, but when you spend hours doing this and you start fighting people, you can make those corrections automatically. It's like the muscle memory becomes ingrained, and cutting someone off or controlling your lines, you don't even have to think about no more. So with that being said, I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow on YouTube and Facebook, and my director is telling me something, so we're gonna pause and get him in here, and then, all right, so we talked about how we make the X when we're going towards our lead side, but on a downward angle, okay? So now we're gonna address how to move towards our lead side on an upward angle, okay? So you got the top of the box and the bottom of the box. All right, so let's just say, actually, let's not say, let's rewind. Ooh, you like that? All right, so now I'm here. Now let's rewind again. I'm on this side, all right? So let's say my opponent starts moving parallel with me, and I make my adjustments in my feet moving parallel with him. And then he wants what I call going around the pole, which I'll explain later in another video, okay? How do I cut him off from getting this angle on me, okay? From putting me from an offensive posture into a defensive posture. Well, I have to move, I have to cut the box off again. So remember, we had this first cut here, okay? Now I'm gonna make this second cut, which is gonna make my X. And all I'm doing is, again, pushing off my back foot, driving this way towards my hip, and just moving up that line here, okay? So I'm gonna make the whole X for you, okay? So let's just say I start over here, and again, I fight from the southpaw position. You guys convert this to an orthodox position. It's universal, okay? So I'm coming, making my steps, maybe putting some jabs out there. Then he starts pressing me. I'm like, not today, Satan, not today. And then I move toward my power side because I want to get him back. And then I move forward because I'm like, we're coming in with the Holy Scripture. I probably shouldn't have said that. It's probably going to piss people off. Am I good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now he's like trying to move fast. So I'm like, ooh, you thought you were going to get that on me? And then he decides to go back. I'm like, come on, let's stop. Let me stop chasing you. So I come back this way, maybe give a little spaz in it. And then he wants to go that way. I'm like, gotcha, sucker. Now he's like pushing back at me, and I'm like, damn. Right?
Remember,
Yeah,
you went.
I went.
We talked about that line, and then you talked about coming forward on this line. Talk about going backwards on that line.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot this line completely. That box, and we made our first 45 cut in our box. Again, that cut was going from the top upper left-hand side to our bottom right-hand side. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how do we make the adjustment going from the bottom left-hand side to the top right-hand side. And this is the simplest one of them all. It's the easiest cut that you're going to have because it has the most natural walking motion there is. Okay, so all I'm doing, again, keeping my hips in front of me. My target's always at my 12 o'clock. I'm pushing off my back foot, sending the weight this way, and my lead foot is just going to compensate that weight. And this is all I'm doing. See how my hips never turn? I'm here. I can go back the same way. I do this, everybody, whether if I'm drilling, whether if I'm sparring with Zach or Montel or B-Hop. Shout out to B-Hop, she's going to be a killer. I probably spend more time being conscious of how we're moving and in our feet than actually throwing punches, okay? Or kicks, because I still do kicks sometimes. All right, so that's that motion. Now, let's jump to the other side, okay? How do I get from the power right-hand corner to the lead left-hand corner of the box? This is the trickiest of them all, and I say it's tricky because your feet are more susceptible to getting tangled up, and your angle can change immediately like that. And more often than that, you're the one changing the angle, not your opponent changing the angle on you. So you got to be conscious of this, okay? So I'm in this backhand corner, and what I'm going to do is this foot is not going to come parallel with my lead foot. I don't want that because that automatically squares me up. And against a good wrestler, against a good striker, against anybody who can read motion and knows how to fight, they can take advantage of that. So we don't want that, okay? But I do need this back foot coming up if This is the bottom of our pyramid. Stepping this way. Now, this way here, my hips are literally squared to this portion, and that's okay. That's okay because this step is gonna readjust my hips now back to my opponent. So we do create a window of opportunity for them to take advantage of. Our job and our responsibility is to make it the smallest window possible, okay? So I'm coming here, I'm stepping up on that 45, and this just, my lead foot makes the adjustment. And this is all I'm doing, making little baby steps until I get to this upper right-hand corner, okay? So let me draw the whole box out for you, starting from here. I'm moving back, I move over, I move up, I move over. This completes the frame of my box. Now I'm gonna make my first X, going back. I'm gonna go over, make my second frame, go over. Now I'm gonna make the hard one. I'm gonna go back, make an L, go back, and then come up this way. And when you get comfortable, you can add punches to it. That's our box drill for today. Go ahead and rep it out. 10,000 reps gives you muscle memory. I'll see you again tomorrow.